Did you know that Japan is home to more people over 100 years old than anywhere else on Earth? More than 90,000 Japanese seniors are living past the century mark, and many of them remain mobile, sharp-minded, and independent well into their 80s, 90s, and beyond. Meanwhile, in the United States and much of the West, people in their 60s are often already struggling with stiff joints, poor balance, and memory decline. So what's going on? It turns out Japanese elders have a daily habit that shocked researchers from Harvard and Stanford alike. And no, it isn't just sushi, green tea, or good genes. The secret lies in 6 simple movements they perform every single day. Now, don't get me wrong, these aren't workouts. They're not grueling exercise programs. They're not even what we'd call fitness routines. They're natural, gentle movements so basic that Western doctors initially dismissed them as trivial. But brain scans and long-term studies revealed something extraordinary. Seniors practicing these 6 movements showed 40% less cognitive decline than their Western counterparts. Their joints stayed flexible decades longer. Their balance systems worked like people 20 years younger. In fact, Stanford researchers called these 6 practices the most overlooked aspect of longevity in modern medicine. And today, you're going to discover them, step by step. We'll start from the simplest and move to the most powerful. But I have to warn you about number 1. It's a movement so deceptively easy, yet it was linked to 7 extra years of life expectancy in a 20-year study of 15,000 Japanese seniors. Most Americans have never even heard of it, but once you see how it works, you'll understand why Japanese elders swear by it. Before we dive in, let me know in the comments, how old are you, and where are you watching this from? I'd love to hear from you, and I reply to as many comments as possible. All right, let's begin with number 6, the art of slow walking. Let's start with something that looks almost too simple to matter: walking slowly. In Japan, this practice is known as sampo, and it's treated like medicine for the body and mind. While Westerners rush through power walks, Japanese elders take intentional, mindful steps at about half their normal speed. Why? Because this slow pace allows them to coordinate breathing, balance, and foot mechanics in a way that fast walking cannot. Here's how it works. Breathing rhythm. Inhale for 2 steps, hold for 2, exhale for 4. This synchronizes the heart and nervous system, creating a calming effect. Foot mechanics. Each step rolls fully from heel to arch to toes. This activates the 33 joints in each foot, sending signals to the brain that improve balance. A 2019 Kyoto University study tracked 3,000 seniors for 10 years. Those who practiced daily sampo had 62% less arterial stiffness and significantly lower blood pressure. Even more fascinating, Western seniors who tried sampo for just 8 weeks improved their single-leg balance time by 45 seconds on average. If you want to try this, start with 10 minutes in the morning. Focus on posture, breathing, and rolling through each step. Over time, build up to 30 minutes. And remember, skip the treadmill. Natural terrain like grass or dirt activates stabilizing muscles you just don't get on a moving belt. Now let's move on to a national tradition in Japan that's been practiced daily since 1928. Number 5. Daily stretching. Every morning at 6:30 a.m., Japanese radio plays a gentle piano melody. Across the country, millions of people, young and old, rise from bed to do Ragyo Taiso, also called radio calisthenics. But don't let the word calisthenics fool you. This isn't a tough gym workout. It's a 3-minute flowing sequence of stretches and movements designed to lubricate joints, wake up muscles, and keep flexibility intact for life. Here's why it works so well. Unlike static stretching, Ragyo Taiso keeps you moving, which increases synovial fluid production in the joints, up to 30% more. Think of this fluid as oil for your hinges. Without it, joints stiffen and ache. It also lightly elevates heart rate, improving circulation without strain. An Osaka Medical College study followed 8,000 seniors who practiced Raggio Taiso daily. The results were astounding. 40% fewer falls, 55% less back pain, and nearly full range of motion in shoulders and hips even into their 80s. The sequence includes arm raises to expand the chest and lungs, shoulder rotations, gentle twists for spinal flexibility, side bends to stretch rib muscles, light marching and shallow squats. The key is timing. Japanese elders always do this first thing in the morning, before eating or drinking. This takes advantage of the natural hormone peaks that make muscles more responsive. If you're new, try just the arm raises and gentle twists. Even these two moves give major benefits. Next, let's explore a movement that Western seniors often find nearly impossible, but Japanese elders use it as a resting position. Number 4. The deep squat rest. Walk through a Japanese garden and you'll see elders squatting comfortably on their heels, chatting with friends or tending to plants. They can stay in this position for 10, 20, even 30 minutes. Meanwhile, Western adults over 60 can't hold it for more than a few seconds. Why does this matter? Because the deep squat rest is a fundamental human position. It keeps hips, ankles, and the spine mobile while strengthening pelvic floor muscles and improving digestion. A study of 5,000 seniors at the Tokyo Metropolitan Institute of Gerontology followed participants for 12 years. Those who could hold a deep squat for 2 minutes had a 70% lower risk of needing assisted living and remained independent an average of 9 years longer. Here's how to practice. Stand with feet shoulder width apart, toes slightly out. Lower into a squat slowly, keeping heels on the ground. If your heels lift, place a rolled towel underneath. Start with 30 seconds. Work up to several minutes throughout the day. The trick is frequency. 5 short squats a day are better than 1 long attempt. Use it functionally when gardening, tying shoes, or even waiting for the bus. Next comes a movement Japanese doctors prescribe like medicine. Number 3. Single leg standing. This might sound unusual, but in Japan, doctors often prescribe standing on one leg as preventative medicine. Patients are told 1 minute per leg, twice daily. Why? Because balance is one of the first abilities to decline with age. Falls are the leading cause of injury in seniors. A 15-year study from Fukuoka University tracked 12,000 participants. Seniors who practiced single-leg standing had 68% fewer hip fractures and 75% fewer hospitalizations from falls. Brain scans also showed more gray matter in areas linked to coordination. How to do it? Stand near a wall for safety. Lift 1 foot an inch off the ground. Focus your eyes on a point 10 feet ahead. Hold for 30 seconds, then switch. As you improve, close your eyes or stand on a folded towel for more challenge. Many Japanese elders combine this with brushing their teeth, an easy way to build it into a daily routine. Now, let's look at a movement that works your entire body and brain at once. Number 2. Floor sitting transitions. Here's something surprising. Japanese elders spend far more time on the floor than Westerners. They eat meals, drink tea, and socialize while seated on mats or cushions. This means they transition from standing to floor sitting and back up again dozens of times each day. And each transition is a mini full-body workout. The University of Tsukuba studied 10,000 seniors and found that those who sat on the floor regularly had 40% more lower body strength, 50% better hip flexibility, higher cognitive test scores. Why cognitive? Because getting down and up safely requires coordination, planning, and balance, activating the prefrontal cortex of the brain. Start with support. Use a chair or ottoman as you lower into a kneeling or cross-legged position. Push up through one leg into a lunge to return to standing. Practice slowly on a soft surface. Brazilian researchers even discovered that the ability to rise from the floor without using your hands predicted longer life expectancy by about 6 years. And now, the movement you've been waiting for. The one that Japanese centenarians say makes the biggest difference. Number 1. The towel twist. This is it, the most powerful movement of all, and all you need is a simple hand towel. Here's how it works. Hold a rolled towel in both hands, arms extended at shoulder height. Pull outward as if trying to rip the towel. Slowly twist your torso to the right while keeping hips forward. Hold 3 seconds, return, and twist left. The constant tension activates deep stabilizing muscles from your core to your spine. Brain scans also show it engages both hemispheres simultaneously, improving memory and reaction time. A 20-year study of 15,000 Japanese seniors found that those who practiced this movement for just 2 minutes a day lived 7 years longer on average. Their grip strength stayed strong into their 90s, and rates of dementia were significantly lower. The secret lies in myokines, proteins released by contracting muscles. These reduce inflammation, improve insulin sensitivity, and even promote new brain cell growth. The towel twist triggers more myokines per minute than any other movement researchers have measured. Try it morning and night, just 1 minute each. In the morning, it energizes your nervous system. At night, it calms inflammation and promotes restful sleep. And there you have it, the 6 movements Japanese elders do every day. Slow walking, daily stretching, deep squat rest, single leg standing, floor sitting transitions, and towel twist. Notice something? None of these require special equipment. None demand gym memberships or hours of sweat. They're woven into daily life, becoming as natural as breathing. That's the real secret. Longevity isn't about fighting aging, it's about flowing with it, maintaining the patterns of movement that keep the body and brain alive. So now the choice is yours. You can keep relying on Western fitness fads, or you can adopt these timeless practices and age gracefully with strength, independence, and clarity. Before we wrap up, I want to hear from you. Which of these movements do you think would help you the most right now? Have you ever tried any of these habits before? Share your thoughts in the comments. I love reading your stories. And if you found this valuable, hit the like button so more people can discover it, and subscribe for more powerful senior health tips every week. Here's to living longer, healthier, and stronger, just like the Japanese elders who have shown us the way.